chief twit, Elon Musk, is a great example of how rich people get treated much better than the rest of us when it comes to the law. The Trump-backing billionaire recently skipped out on a court hearing involving his $1 million daily giveaway to registered voters. So what happened? Well, Philadelphia's top prosecutor, Larry Krasner, had accused Musk of conducting a legal lottery after he offered a daily $1 million giveaway to registered voters who signed a pledge to support the First and Second Amendments. So that's an inducement. So, oh, look, I'm a registered voter. I've registered to vote now. Now that I can be part of that giveaway and possibly win $1 million. That's the problem, right? It's illegal to pay people to register to vote. So he was supposed to be in court in order to, talk about that. But it turns out he didn't have to go. Now, previously, Reuters reported that Musk was at risk of being held in contempt of court after refusing to attend the hearing, right? Now, according to Reuters, Musk was not in the courtroom as the hearing got underway at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Musk, the world's richest person, could face a fine if Judge Angelo Foglietta holds him in contempt of court. Of course, that didn't happen. He's not held in contempt. Judge Foglietta said that he was pausing the lawsuit against Musk while a federal court considers whether to take up the case. So now there's a reason that he would like to move to federal court. Because if Donald Trump wins the election and he can delay it long enough, then he could make that lawsuit go away. That's it. So that's the reality, all right? Now, Musk responded to the news that this case is paused by saying, American justice for the win. Yes, of course, good old American justice, which assures that, rich people are not held to the same standard as anyone else. In fact, are treated preferentially. They have their own special tier of justice because Musk is such a special boy because he's got so much money, which allows them to essentially get away with whatever they want, all right? Now, this ruling effectively means that Musk can continue to dole out millions to U.S. voters in swing states up until Election Day. So, again, this is mainly for Trump voters, okay? He is buying votes for Donald Trump. That's what's going on. That money, by the way, has been dispensed through Musk's America PAC and is awarded to random voters who sign a petition backing free speech and gun rights, which, again, is going to be mainly Trump supporters, okay? Now, a lawsuit was filed on October 28th by Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner that alleged the gifts were a legal lottery scheme to influence voters. Musk's legal team, however, argued the lawsuit against him was nothing more than a publicity stunt, and not to be taken seriously. And that's why Musk decided just not to show up. I don't take it seriously, so I'm just not going to show up. Wow, wouldn't that be nice? Just decide not to show up to a mandated court summons and still win anyway? Because again, if it's after the election they make this decision, then I don't think it's going to matter if he is successful, okay? Now, that said, Foglietta suggested that his decision was based on the fact that it was unreasonable to have Musk drop everything that he's doing, all that important campaigning for Donald Trump, to then go to Philadelphia. Quote, he's not going to get in a rocket ship and take it to Philadelphia. Let's be serious here. Yes. That rich guy, he's too busy, doing rich guy stuff to deal with this mandatory court summons. If you were a regular person, you would probably be held in contempt. Understand that this is how wealthy people avoid any accountability. People like Foglietta, who, by the way, is a Democrat, okay? He's a Democratic Party judge. Just decides to let him go because, he's too busy. He's too busy. We can't really impose upon the richest man in the world and drag him into court. Who cares if he's buying off voters for Trump? He's a rich guy. Automatically, that means that whatever he's doing must be more important. No, it's likely illegal. All right? Now, getting back to this PAC, right? So, according to a Wednesday report in Wired, door knockers contracted by a company associated with Musk's America PAC, the same one that's doling out these $1 million prizes, right? Apparently, the workers were subjected to poor working conditions. Shocker. Including being driven around in the back of a seatless U-Haul as if they're cargo. And threatened that their lodging at a local motel wouldn't be paid for if they didn't meet their canvassing quotas. Wow. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, here we have contracted workers for Elon's PAC having really, really bad working conditions. You know who's paying for Elon's PAC, by the way? Elon Musk. He's actually using his own money, putting it into this PAC, which again is either getting doled out in these $1 million prizes or going to these contractors for these door knocking schemes. Okay? Shocker. In addition to threats about motel rooms, workers were also allegedly told that they would have to pay for their own flights home, which I'm sure is not cheap. Now, this is happening in Michigan, by the way. And shocker, most of the people that were hired for this, black people. Okay? So because they're a minority, that automatically means these companies who are employing them to do these door knocking can immediately mistreat them. That's horrible. Now, Blitz Canvassing, a subcontractor, reportedly received more than $9 million in Musk's PAC to operate the door knocking campaign. However, workers were reportedly left unaware who exactly it was they were working for. One worker, who was photographed in the back of the U-Haul, said, "I knew nothing of the job or much of the job description other than going door to door and asking voters who they are voting for. Then, after I signed over an NDA, is when I found out we are for Republicans and with Trump. Yikes." Now, the van came as a surprise to the door knockers, the worker alleged, and they supposedly only knew of Musk's involvement after they overheard several people mentioning the billionaire's name. Quote, "We were all told our transportation would be handled and we'd be in rental cars. It turned out to be U-Haul vans. I felt embarrassed and played." Because of course. The driver, by the way, also told a group of door knockers that he was in pain and had difficulty driving. Wired reported, with the driver reportedly complaining, "I just had surgery, bro. Like half of my foot is cut off." Jeez. How totally on brand, though, is this for Elon Musk? I mean, he and Donald Trump, perfect together.
Elon!
They're both apparently very wealthy scam artists. Wow. Who don't treat their workers very well. Not only that, but according to the New York Times, the group also repeatedly switched vendors supplying these door knockers, and at one point stranded hundreds of paid door knockers across the country. Wow. Totally on brand. Okay. Look, here's the thing. One of the reasons that Elon Musk is backing Donald Trump is because the government is looking into what? Poor working conditions at his companies. That's right. Tesla, for example, employees have reported poor treatment and policies resulting in a high injury rate, with some having faced sexual harassment, racism, and union busting incidents. And I guess that's not when Elon Musk is trying to bribe you into having his babies with a horse. Wow, what a surprise. Shocker. Again, I keep saying that because it's not surprising. We know this. He's a terrible person. And look, you do not become a billionaire unless you step on a bunch of people first. Okay? And that's what Elon Musk has done. Okay? He's great at stepping on people when he's trying to not get them pregnant. I mean, the latest thing is that he's like trying to build his own weirdo sex compound. Yes. Offering people his sperm. I mean, this is absolutely disgusting, okay?
Sexual anarchy.
No, let's not go in that direction. Ugh.
I like my meat tight. Tighten up my meat.
No. So, look, all this is just to show that our so-called justice system treats rich people much, much better than they do anyone else. Okay? In this case, they're just going to let him continue buying votes because nothing matters. Law doesn't matter. Rich people will always continue to game the system and win. And why? It's because they bought the system. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.